After hours of deliberating,
We, the jury, find George Zimmerman not guilty.
two families and an entire nation are dealing with the outcome of the Zimmerman murder trial.
They're going to continue to fight for the legacy of their son, that he had every right to walk home from the 7-Eleven and not expect to be profiled and followed by a strange man.
They have seen blood. They have seen what Trayvon Martin did to my brother. And it's high time that they accept that the jury system that we have in this country is a system that we should respect.
And protests, mostly peaceful, erupted around the country last night at the verdict, from Florida to Los Angeles. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. I'm Jackie Kuchar. Reaction continues to pour in across the country, including right here at home in the Miami Valley. We caught up with a community civil rights leader and a law expert at the University of Dayton. Wale Aliu joins us now with what they had to say. Wale?
It's a trial that everyone is talking about. It's been a trending topic on Twitter since the verdict came out. And still, like you said, today, the reactions continue pouring in.
What that verdict says, not guilty, is that you can shoot and kill an African-American male and nothing will be done about it.
Local civil rights activist Bishop Richard Cox called it a sad verdict and says it's time to look at the state of racial relations in this country.
This is the slap in the face of the African-American community.
Now the National Association of the Advancement of Colored People is pursuing civil rights charges with the Department of Justice to prosecute George Zimmerman for shooting Trayvon Martin.
We need to alert our young African-American man that they are an endangered species in this country. You raise a child, you raise him up, hopefully he will be a part of the American dream, but the color of his skin will keep him from doing that.
Did he have a right to use deadly force to defend himself? And obviously the jury said he did.
UD Law professor Tom Hagel says he doesn't think the outcome of this case is going to have any dramatic legal effect and believes the prosecution began to lose the case when they asked the jury to convict Zimmerman of the lesser charge of manslaughter.
What they're really saying is, from the point of view of a prosecution, not sure we've proven our case that we can win this thing, so let's give the jury another option other than murder, so that at least we can find him guilty of something.
Still, the verdict is hard to swallow for some.
I didn't agree with it, but if they found him not guilty, they found him not guilty. So they went through the proper judicial system that we have and came up with a verdict. So it is what it is.
I don't know if they can accept the concept of a black African-American man being innocent and just walking down the street, even if he had a hood on, or I don't know. I think there's still a bit of racial tension in this country.
Yeah, now Bishop Cox also added that on August 24th, it will be 50 years since the I Have a Dream speech. He says this verdict is an injustice. However, he advises people to react, in the words of Dr. Martin Luther King, nonviolently. In the studio, Wale Aliu, ABC 22 News.
Wale, thanks so much. And people have been expressing their opinions on our Facebook page. Anthony writes in, this guy got out of his car and murdered someone. Imagine if that was your son minding his own business. While others agree with the jury, a jury with guts to seek the truth and not be swayed by pressure and threats. Good for them. That's from Rev Thrika. And Robert writes, for better or worse, the verdict is in. We have followed the system. Hopefully people will let it go and not stir up discontent. So what do you think? Do you agree or disagree with what the jurors decided? Let us know using our Twitter handle. You can find us at ABC22 Fox 45. And on our Facebook page, you can search for us under ABC22 Dayton.